I got the Quasar 8000 BTU air conditioner out of its hiding spot. It was over there underneath a bunch of other air conditioners, but I have moved those, so I was able to get it out and test it. And I have decided that I'm going to install this in the upstairs, one of the upstairs bedrooms at this house. Probably going to put it next to the Climatrol air conditioner. I did have that 8100 BTU GE in there as well last year next to the Climatrol, but I think I'm going to be finding a different place for that this year. So, yep, this is going upstairs, and we're going to use it. This one is in great shape. It's all clean. Side panels are in good shape. It's got a new capacitor in it that I just put in last fall. So, yeah, this one's all ready to go. This will be the first install of this air conditioner since I got it last summer. Never had it installed yet, and I actually got it running right now. It runs just fine. Okay, the Quasar is installed. This is the first time I've ever had it in a window. Let's turn it on. Compressor did start. This thing is extremely quiet. There's high speed. Yeah, this is a great unit. I'm going to install the Climatrol as well, which is also an 8000 BTU. That was made by Fetters. Got the Climatrol 8000 BTU installed next to it. Sure hope my back forgives me, because I've been moving air conditioners around all day. So, Quasar is still running. I'm actually going to shut this one off real quick. It's blowing nice and cold, but I want to start up the Climatrol. There's high fan, low fan. Compressor just started. It's got a Rotorex compressor, and that Quasar has a Matsushita compressor. And there's low cool. Fan on this one is pretty quiet as well. This one seems to be working great. It's getting nice and cold. There's the Quasar and the Climatrol from the outside. Back in 2023, I had that 5000 BTU Kenmore Whirlpool air conditioner installed in one of the upstairs bedrooms. So I think I might do that again. Last year I had that WCI air conditioner in place of it, but I'd like to keep that available for other areas, so I think I'm going to try that one again. I know the lighting kind of sucks in here, but I got the Kenmore 5000 BTU installed. Don't know if the compressor is going to start, but let's turn it on anyway. Nope, no compressor yet. Let it run for a little while. Maybe the compressor will start. I have it on low right now. The compressor did start. Has a Matsushita. It's getting nice and cold. There's medium and high speed. Alright, it is time to put the air conditioners in. In this room, I'm going to be putting the GE Slumberline in and the 7500 BTU Fetters. First I have to get all these fans out of the way. Alright, I got the Fetters in. Start it up. Just got the GE installed, so I'm going to turn the fetters off and run GE. That one's working fine. I got both of them running right now. It's getting nice and cool in here. I gotta say, it feels weird not having a sharp air conditioner in here. But who knows, I might end up putting one of those in eventually as well. I'd probably put the GE on that side and put a sharp in over here. But I want to try the fetters for a while. And there they are from the outside. Just installed another 7500 BTU fetters. This is the one with the fan that spins faster. So, compressor should start right up because it's super warm up here. Yep. Sure did. Nice and quiet. This is the 8000 BTU. Turn this one on. So yeah, this one runs fine too. Try this one out too, just because it's hot. So there's the 8000 BTU with the Sanyo compressor, it's kind of hard to see, and that 7500 BTU with the Rotorex. At this point, the only air conditioner that still needs to be installed is the 5000 BTU higher that goes in my sister's bedroom. She didn't want it in there yet for some reason, but that may change tomorrow because it's going to be even hotter. So yeah, we just had a pretty big storm come through. It knocked down a bunch of big tree branches, but the power didn't go out or anything. Got a little bit of hail and a ton of rain. You can see there's water coming in some areas down here, like right there. So I turned on this dehumidifier, which I hadn't had a dehumidifier on for almost a week because I was on a camping trip and I just got back. And always turn the dehumidifier off when you'll be gone for a long period of time like that. But it's still, this one still works just fine. See, there's a little bit of ice on part of it, but the rest of it is just dripping condensation, so it's working the way it's supposed to. I may be swapping a couple air conditioners out. That LG that's in the living room, the 8000 BTU, now that I know it performs properly, I may end up putting in that 10,000 BTU fetters, that 8,000 BTU GE, or possibly the 6500 BTU Sharp. Still got the 12,400 BTU GE on the workbench. That one I would like to try at some point this summer. And there's that Curb Find 10,500 BTU Sharp that I just got sitting on top of one of the 8500s. So I opted to go with the 10,000 BTU Fetters in this living room. Not sure how long this is going to stay in here because I have several other air conditioners that I want to test in here as well, but I wanted to do this one next, so let's start it up. There's low fan. High fan. And let's go to low cool. I'll let it run for a while. This 10,000 BTU has been running for a while, and I just walked by it, and I wasn't feeling any air coming out of the vent really. The evaporator coil is frozen solid, so I really hope this thing isn't low on refrigerant. It really isn't even that cold in here, but you can see it's all iced up. So that's, I got the compressor off right now so it defrosts, but it's a little concerning. I don't know, maybe it just got a little too cold in here and then it just didn't shut off. But I'm going to try it again after the ice melts. So I had this thing running most of the day and it did not freeze up again, so that's good. I just had the temperature set too low, I guess, and it got too cool in here. So I guess this air conditioner is a little bit oversized for this living room, but it's working fine.